They'll be asking, who are you wearing?
Hi everybody, it's Discovery Days on HSN. I'm your host Colleen and you are about to discover the world's finest vitamins, brought to us by our friend live from Santa Monica, California. Hello Andrew Lessman, how are you on this beautiful Sunday?
I am great, I'm great. How are you doing?
We're great. You look fantastic. Is it lovely there? Is it good weather out there?
It was, I was just saying, I didn't sleep at all last night. It was so windy last night that I have bamboo next to my house and it just was banging on my wall like a sledgehammer all night long. So nobody slept last night.
Oh boy. Well, I will tell you, I hope nobody sleeps right now because we are about to share three, not one, not two, three today's specials. So we're gonna try not to put you to sleep, right? But I will say, I love this day. I think those of us who take your circulation and vein support, Andrew, we only do this once a year where you offer the very best value on this remarkable product that people adore. And I love the idea when people do discover you for the first time. I love when people get a chance to really learn and get educated by somebody who has been doing this for several decades, who makes the best possible vitamin product in the world, follows the science, follows the research, uses only the best ingredients, and I think that's what makes these shows so much fun for us because we really do get to learn so much, and we also get the greatest values on your products. This, all they choose a size, 60, a 180, a 360, a 720. The 720 we only do once a year, right? This is not normally a size you carry, so that's the way to go because you take 2 of these a day, so that's about a year's supply, guys, for $129.90. If you can get the largest one, we always like to recommend that. But Andrew brings all the sizes, so if you want to try it, there's try me size, whatever you'd like. So where do we start? We had a brief little look at this yesterday, but I always miss, we didn't get a chance to get into the science, we didn't share any customer feedback, and there's a lot to talk about with this wonderful product.
And just the reviews alone, there are thousands of reviews, and over 80% of the reviews are 5-star reviews. Over 90% of the reviews are 4- and 5-star reviews. So it's an incredible performing product, which really doesn't surprise me at all because it's just not some plant-based product that's intended to deliver a benefit. Although all the ingredients are natural plant-based ingredients, these ingredients have an abundance of clinical science, of medical science, of research support. So we're talking about something that is exceptionally well researched, exceptionally well established. And that's what makes this unique. And originally we started off with just diosmin, which is the most well-researched, the most effective of all the possible natural ingredients for circulatory support. And then we've since added horse chestnut, butcher's broom extract, both of which have an abundance of clinical science and have been used for decades in Europe, used for hundreds of years traditionally, but now the science supports their use. And so whether it's those age-related natural changes that we will all experience, no one is exempt from these changes that will affect the circulation in our lower extremities. Whether our calves get more swollen or enlarged, our feet, whether it's our blood vessels which get more enlarged, these are things that we all experience. There's no exemption to that. So this is a product that allows us to effectively turn back the clock, whether these issues are interrupting your sleep or affecting your work life or your relationships. These are powerful impacts that the way our feet, ankles, and calves feel can have on us, or just the way they look. So it's an opportunity to make a difference in an area that most of us believe we can't. And that's what's most exciting about the product.
I agree. I think that it is truly a feel the difference, see the difference product. So when you start taking it, that's when you read the reviews, and as Andrew pointed out, there are thousands of perfect reviews on this product, but people are amazed at the fact that they really do feel differently. So if you are looking for a way to really improve your entire circulatory system, let alone the system that probably takes the most beating, and that is our legs. If you stand a lot, if you sit a lot, if you know if you have poor circulation, I think, that's something that we know and we feel. You feel sluggish. By the end of the day, your legs feel heavy. Your feet are swollen, your ankles, your calves. And it's interesting because it's not just for people that are sedentary. It's for all of us, because even people that are very active, like Andrew, my husband goes to the gym every day. He's very active, but he likes to take this product at night. It has a soothing effect on his legs. So I will say, guys, a 60, a 180, a 360, a 720. Today, $129.90. It's such an incredible value because you're getting a huge 720 size. You can make one flex pay right now of $32. It's free shipping and handling. Get it home and try it. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Try it. You will notice a difference. And then the longer you take this, the better it is. I was talking yesterday, Andrew, about the fact that people often notice how much they love this product when they run out. And you stop taking it and you realize, wow, that get up and go I feel, that energized feeling in my legs that I'm so used to from taking this product, you realize when you're not giving your body what it needs. And that's the beauty of what you do for us. You do that research. These products are designed to give our body what it needs to help support, in this particular situation, our entire circulatory system. So as great as it is for our legs, it's really good for circulation all over our body, right?
And yes, it affects all the tissues, but where it really is most noticeable is in our lower extremities. And this product started with Diosmin. And if all we had was our special, unique Diosmin from oranges in Spain in this product, it would be the best circulation product in the world. When you then add our horse chestnut and you add our butcher's broom extract, two specific extracts, both of which have an abundance of clinical, medical, scientific research supporting its benefits. And then we add our pine bark extract, and we also have our grapeseed extract. There's really nothing like it in the world. And I think what happens, what you're referring to, Colleen, is when we see the benefits to something like this so naturally, 6 months, a year later, we assume, oh, it's just our body that has done that. And we dissociate the benefit from the product. And then until we stop taking the product, we realize, oh, I guess it really was working. It really was making a difference. And that's why I say it turns back the clock. Since most of us, when we were younger, we either had no issues or diminished issues, lesser issues in terms of whether it's a feeling of heaviness or pins and needles or cramping or restlessness or just enlargement in those tissues. Because as we get older, no two ways about it, our calves, our ankles, our feet, they get larger over the course of the day, over the course of our lifetime. It's just a fact of life, the design of our body. Unfortunately, it's just what happens. This is the most challenged tissues, blood vessels, circulatory tissues in our body. So as we get older, and just if you just contemplate the design for a moment, we pump nutrients and oxygen, blood down to our feet, ankles, and calves. And there are no pumps down there to return it. The only way it gets back is by our pumping more blood behind it, literally inflating those tissues, making matters worse. Certainly, there are a system in our calves to help aid that blood to get back to our heart and lungs, but it's something that relies on our pumping more blood behind, effectively inflating those tissues. We went through the science in detail last night. I felt like I might have bored everyone with the science because there are literally dozens and dozens and dozens of clinical studies involving not thousands, but tens of thousands of people on Diosmin, on butcher's broom, on horse chestnut. So there's nothing like the comprehensive benefits of this product. But I thought I'd read some reviews because the reviews, I encourage you to take the time to go to hsn.com. Because if you read the reviews at hsn.com, you will be blown away. We don't remove the bad reviews. It just so happens that over 90% of the reviews are positive reviews. Over 80% are perfect 5-star reviews. And that's because the product truly is one of a kind, unique, unexpectedly effective. When I first introduced the product, I had read the science, but I didn't think it would be referred to as the most life-changing product I make. Yeah. I didn't expect it to go from being a product that we had available in the background to being one of our most popular Today Special products every year, this time of year. So, and again, even that 720 capsule supply, most people think probably, oh, just a handful of people opt for the extra large size and the savings there. That's about 2/3 of our orders, is that 720 capsule supply. And now, because of how we've transformed this formula, I still recommend 2 capsules per day. But for the first time, I could say that for many of you who couldn't afford 2 capsules, even one capsule per day will deliver benefits that would be tangible, visible benefits you'll feel. So that's very exciting. But shall I read a few reviews
Let's
here?
do it. The one thing I wanted to ask, if people could use express ordering, we have a very busy phone room here, so express is the way to get in, or head to hsn.com to place your order. This is one of the most popular today's specials on HSN for the entire year. Not just Andrew's brand, of everything we sell. People wait once a year to try this product. So if you are looking to restock, this is the time to do it. If you've not ever tried it before, I hope you will try it. And Andrew's going to share feedback, a snippet of the thousands of people that have weighed in. It's a game changer. It's life-changing. Wait till you hear how passionate people are about taking this product. But I did want to share, if you can use Express, that's the way to get through here. We are busy right now. We have all the choices, all the sizes, with free shipping and FlexPay. All right, it is really fun to hear the feedback people share with us, isn't it?
And one of the most common things you hear is just, I'll never be without this product, truly a life-changing product. And I think the reason why we get so many reviews and so many positive reviews is no one expects it, myself included. When I read the science is what encouraged me to make this product in the first place almost 30 years ago. And I knew it would be a beneficial product. I had no idea the extent to which the benefits we would achieve in so many people. So it's an exciting opportunity to make a change. I think most people look at me and look at the product and think, it can't be that effective. It can't make that big a difference. But this is the kind of science and research, and again, this is not a medicine or drug, but the kind of validation this product has is the kind of validation you would expect for a serious medicine or drug. So we're not talking in terms of it behaving like a drug. We're talking in terms of it being tested and validated clinically and medically. So it's something that you can trust completely. These have been traditionally used for centuries and scientifically validated for decades. So let's read some reviews, which are real life experience. So great product. I've always had issues with leg and foot cramps. They would get so bad that if I was driving, I would have to pull over to get out and walk it off.
Wow.
At night, I would be out of bed walking the floors to try to get them to subside, sometimes multiple times in one night. I tried this product and all I could say is, wow. My cramps were reduced by about 90%. Please don't ever stop making this product.
Wow.
Tired legs. My husband had problems with his legs. He's a truck driver. He was introduced to this product by a coworker. He's not too keen on taking supplements, but I tried it and it works. I work in a pharmacy standing 10 to 12 hours a day and wore compression stockings for 10 years. We started using this product in January, and I've noticed a difference. I didn't have to wear my stockings as much, and my feet felt good, especially getting up in the morning. What a difference from Nikki in Maryland. In fact,
excellent.
On all three key ingredients in the product, when tested compared to compression stockings, support hose, it fares as well or better.
Wow.
So just so you give a sense. So if you do the two together, and we have all three ingredients, fantastic for leg cramps. I waited for a while to post this review because I wanted to make sure this really worked and not just a placebo. It does work. It helps tremendously for leg cramps. It also helps with restless legs. This is one of my absolute favorites in the Andrew Lessman line.
Fantastic.
A wonderful product. I purchased this years ago. My legs often felt heavy and had frequent cramps. Not since taking this. Amazing. When you take it, you feel nothing, but as soon as you stop, you remember. Would not be without. That's exactly what Colleen was saying before. My husband has been taking it for a few years, and he has seen such a difference. I make sure we are never without. Thank you, Andrew, from Maddie in New York.
Nice, Maddie.
Great product. I've been using this product for about 2 years now and noticed a difference in my legs shortly after I started taking it. It only takes a few days or a few weeks, so a 30-day money-back guarantee is ample time. I used to have restless legs occasionally and also redness above the ankles for no apparent reason. The redness has disappeared and my legs feel a lot better too. I'm a victim of old age now, we all are, and need any help I can get. Thank you, Andrew and HSN, for making these supplements available to so many people. They are far superior to those found in drugstores. Annie in Washington, you won't find anything like this in a typical drugstore, discount store, supermarket at all. I won't be without this. I've been taking this for years. I ran out and didn't take it for 3 months. The spider vein that appeared behind my knees looked like low-cost road maps. I was able to purchase some as a weekend special. I was afraid to look at my legs until this weekend. Wow, all but a few behind one knee disappeared. I couldn't believe my eyes, and they were fading. This result was achieved in 2 months.
Incredible.
Amazing. I've had discomfort in my ankles and feet for 30 years. I'm 78 years old. I thought it was nerve issues. I decided to try this because of the presentation on HSN. I've been using it for 3 weeks and realized that I wasn't awakened by hot feet for the past 2 nights. It has gradually gone away. I eat plant-based foods and don't usually take supplements, but this is one I will continue to use. Thank you. First good night's sleep in years.
Excellent.
No more jittery, jumpy legs. I've been taking Andrew Lessman circulation vein support for 5 years, and I'm very pleased with the results achieved. Some evenings, I just had to get up from my chair or the couch and go to bed because my legs were so jumpy. Some folks can't go to bed because their legs are so jumpy. That feeling is gone now. Taking this product, I love that Andrew's products contain exactly what you need, the purest of product with no fillers, no additives, exactly. Thank you, Andrew, for dedicating your life to better hours. It works. I started to wake in the middle of the night with arm cramps as my arms below the elbows fell asleep and went numb when I curled them upward during sleep. I had to straighten them to get the sensation back. I tried this and immediately I could sleep through the night without the circulation problem. From Lisa in New York. Amazing. How many times have you seen that word?
Right?
Thank you, Andrew. This has helped me tremendously, and I will never be without it. I have several issues, and your vitamins have truly made a huge difference in how I feel. I take this and several of your other vitamins to help my body and bones. Your vitamins have changed my life. I've never felt better. Thank you. You are amazing.
These are wonderful.
Oh, and it keeps going. There was one here I just wanted to, was this? Oh, that's some of the science which we could read later.
Okay.
This product has helped my legs and feet relieve the uncomfortable Charlie horses. I've been taking 2 a day and rarely have any cramping at all. I still notice a little tingling at night, but that is about it. Going from discomfort so bad that I would have to get out of bed and walk them out to no discomfort is amazing and a huge blessing. I will continue using this supplement, and I don't want to be without them. Every review pretty much says I don't want to be without them. Thank you, Andrew, for caring about our health. Well-received birthday gift. I bought this for a family member for their birthday. At first, they were skeptical. When it worked, they were so grateful. I respect Andrew when he says to listen to the information he's giving, even if you don't buy his products. I buy Andrew Lessman's vitamins, products for gifts, Christmas or birthdays. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, HSN. Noreen in Colorado. We'll do one more. Excellent product. I've been using this product for the past 8 months. It is unbelievable how much it has helped reduce the swelling in my ankles and legs. I bought the bottle to show my doctor the ingredients. Thank you for a wonderful product. I'll do another. Awesome product. This supplement is the best. And there are thousands of reviews like this. Over 80% 5-star reviews.
Amazing.
I take 2 every day and have been doing that for months now. My legs don't bother me at all anymore. And some veins that I've had for years are starting to fade more and more, and I hardly noticeable anymore. I doubt there's a single person, I hope there are, look at the headline there, can't live without, we'll do this. I bought Andrew Lessman's circulation vein support 2 years ago, used it religiously, and then never reordered. I didn't think I needed it any longer. Boy, was I wrong. I work in retail and I'm on my feet eight or more hours every day. Lately, I started to notice I struggled with stretching when I do my yoga. I'm not as flexible and my legs are always so tight. It didn't take long for me to figure out the reason why. I'm back on it, and I felt the difference in days. Thank you, Andrew Lessman.
Wow.
But I suspect once we hit the age of 30, 35, 40, we either start noticing something we don't like in the appearance of our feet, ankles, and calves, the appearance of our veins or blood vessels, or we notice something we feel, whether it's cramping, whether it's tingling, whether it's something that bothers us when it's sleeping, for me, whether I exercise a lot, I feel like my legs continue to exercise even when I'm not exercising. This quiets them down. So whatever it might be, none of us are exempt. We're all aging. It certainly beats the alternative. But if we want to age gracefully, age comfortably, age more attractively, then this is an opportunity. And the science is crystal clear. I'll read that in a moment.
already, and I'm so happy that you are all, you can see thousands have been ordered. In fact, you know the largest size? We're almost halfway through all of the quantity, and it's still only a little after 9 in the morning on the West Coast. So I just want to give you a heads up on that. The largest one is definitely outperforming the other sizes 3 or 4 to 1. So I did want to point that out to all of you. You can see a total, we have 3 today's specials closing in almost 40,000 of them already ordered today. So if you haven't called for yours yet, you heard a snippet. That's a handful of the reviews. There are thousands like that. If you can relate to any of that, any of those wonderful stories, the experiences people are sharing, this is your day. This is your chance. It's really about quality of life. As Andrew said, you know, it's a blessing to get older. It's a gift to get to be, you know, to live into our golden years. The problem is if you're not feeling great, if you don't have the energy in your legs, if you can't keep up with your grandchildren, if you can't do the things you love to do, it's frustrating. And I think that's the beauty of this, is that as we get older, I'm over 60 now, and as I get older, I love that I've been taking this for over 20 years. I love that I have that extra energy in my legs to stand, to do my job. And we stand on hard concrete floors. When I come to work, I don't sit down. I'm on my feet for hours and hours and hours. If you have a job that requires you to stand a lot, if you are a nurse, if you are in retail, if you stand a lot, you know our legs fatigue, and especially as we get older. This is the greatest gift you give yourself. I always tell Andrew the story. I was laying by the pool with my sisters. I have 3 sisters. We all actually are 1 year apart. And we were all laying by the pool, and my sister Marilyn said, "Why don't you have any veins in your legs?" I said, "I have veins." She goes, "Yeah, but they don't show." And I noticed they all had like the little spider veins happening. I said, "I don't know why I don't." And then I thought, wait a minute. I know why I don't. So I thought, I've been using this for so long, it's really helped to see the difference product. Women say, I'm wearing shorts again. I'm wearing dresses again. I'm not self-conscious in a bathing suit because my legs look smoother, because my veins are healthier. Healthier veins look better, period. So I will say, everybody, if you'd like to get in here, we are super busy. I'm thrilled you're going to try it. And if you're like me and so many other thousands of people, this is your time to stock up. 60, 180, 360. The 720 is outselling the other sizes almost 4 to 1. And we are almost halfway through the quantity for the entire day on that largest size. We only offer a 720 one time a year. Notice today, the 720 size, the price is the same as the regular price for the 360. So you literally, it's like a buy one, get one free if you go with the larger size today. And with FlexPay, that means $32 and pennies on your credit card with the free shipping and handling. And you are going to notice a difference. You're gonna feel a difference, you're gonna see a difference. And for those of us, the longer we take it, the better we feel, the happier we are. We've discovered such a remarkable product. Remember, Andrew, when we first started talking about this, we nicknamed it the nurse's product, because nurses, you know, all of, you know, the people in the healthcare profession, and now more than ever, going through COVID and the pandemic and the extra hours and the round-the-clock hours they've worked, and they're required to be on their feet. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice if we can get a bottle in every nurse, every doctor, every medical professional's hand, because they deserve it. Their job requires those healthy legs and that good circulation to stay on their feet and help other people. So I love that we came up with that nickname many years ago.
I'll try to find a review here. There's a review from a nurse that says just that it's her second best friend, because everyone knows a nurse's best friend are her shoes. Yeah. Because, you know, not only are they on their feet for extraordinary amounts of hours, and especially this last year has been unforeseen by anyone, but they're always on floors that are quite hard, just given the nature of a hospital setting. So it really is the most difficult thing. And then you combine that with someone who might have a job where they're sitting all day long. Either extreme is not in our best interests. So unfortunately, and it's just a basic fact of life, it's a basic fact of aging. I wish it weren't the case. I'm as much the victim of it as anyone else, and I'm someone who, I try to stay at my ideal weight, I try to stay active every single day, but aging is what it is. And unfortunately, certain systems in our body are more challenged than others, and the blood vessels, the circulation, we see the veins in our legs. Unfortunately, we see them more as we get older. We feel the consequences of those veins not working as efficiently, being more challenged as we get older. That's why our feet, our ankles, our calves swell, because the permeability of, unfortunately, of those blood vessels, they start becoming kind of leaky. And as fluid leaks out, that's the swelling. But to the extent we can improve the tone and the efficiency of those blood vessels, they will be less leaky, they'll be more efficient, they'll conduct the blood and fluid more efficiently, and you'll have less swelling. Those blood vessels will be less enlarged, they'll be less visible. It's exactly what we read in the reviews, and oddly enough, it's exactly what we see in the science. And the science is crystal clear. The science isn't science where they're saying, this might possibly, we have to look further to confirm if, and that kind of language, where it's very conditional language. Not the science on diosmin, not the science on horse chestnut, not the science on butcher's broom. They use words like prove, established benefits, visible benefits, measurable benefits. So these are ingredients that actually work, not a drug, not a medicine, but these natural ingredients that are just remarkable. And it's remarkable, for me, it's remarkable because we always seem to attribute these kinds of wonderful benefits, we attribute them to medicines or drugs. We forget how wonderful Mother Nature is and how wonderful our body can work hand in hand with Mother Nature if we give them a chance to work together. And that's what this product does. It does it incredibly affordably, especially once a year when we have an opportunity to make tens of millions of capsules, to order raw materials more efficiently. That's the savings once a year, and especially now, by improving the potency, by adding to the ingredients in the product, and lowering the price to the lowest price ever. For those of you who couldn't afford it as a 2-capsule-a-day product, you could use it as a 1-capsule product. I still take 2 every day, but if your budget is an obstacle, then 1 capsule per day is still going to now be able to deliver benefits. Yeah. It's nothing like it ever was before. It's even better than it was, and it's a great opportunity to make a difference.
Absolutely. And I think one of the most important things, Andrew follows the science. We all know that. He does the research, he follows the science. And so it's interesting when I look at this list of ingredients, how much diosmin are we getting in our diet? How much butcher's broom are we getting every day? Horse chestnut, pine bark, grapeseed. When you look at the ingredients, and each ingredient has its own purpose in this product. Each ingredient will go after helping with circulation, helping with swelling. I mean, each one has its purpose, but my point here is I think the reason it works so well for us, Andrew, is because I don't know how much diosmin I'm getting or butcher's broom I'm getting in my diet. And once you give your body what it needs, suddenly you see these results start happening. But I think that's key, isn't it? These are ingredients we otherwise are not getting in our diet.
We're not getting any of these ingredients. In fact, the diosmin is a special flavanol, a special protective compound that's found in the peel of these special oranges in Spain. That's where we get it from. It also has to be specially granulated, so it's going to be most absorbable or absorbable at all. So that's just the diosmin, which on its own, diosmin would make this the most remarkable product anyone could ever use. Then we add our special standardization of horse chestnut, our special standardization of butcher's broom. I'll just randomly grab some quick charts on the science.
Great.
Just so you get a little flavor of how crystal clear the science is on these natural ingredients. They might be natural, which we kind of think, natural, not a lot of serious science. As natural as these are, that's how serious the science is on each of their behalf. And as we'll just look here from Oxidative Medicine and Cellular Longevity, a serious scientific journal, nowadays due to its beneficial effects on the cardiovascular system, diosmin is one of the most desired natural compounds. Clinical trials showed that diosmin decreases the level of discomfort and swelling in patients with vascular circulatory issues because it improves lymphatic drainage and supports microcirculation, something that suffers in all of us as we age and something we want to do something about if we could. It also increases capillary resistance, vascular tonus, vein elasticity, reduces capillary filtration, and capillary hyperpermeability. These are all things that might sound technical and scientific, but they're things that we will see and feel the difference from. Diosmin provides protection against microcirculatory damage through decreasing the plasma levels, this is complicated, of endothelial adhesion molecules and reducing neutrophil activation significantly. Improves venous tone, the tone of our blood vessels, capillary bed microcirculation, reduce capillary permeability, so things are less leaky, increased lymphatic drainage, inhibited inflammatory reactions have been identified as main mechanisms of diosmin's actions. So it's not a mystery. We know why it works. And here, the efficacy was clearly demonstrated. And this is a serious medical journal, International Angiology. The efficacy was clearly demonstrated with a rapid improvement of functional signs in the first months being maintained till the end of the study. The reduction of ankle and calf circumferences, size, measurable differences in size is probably linked to a decrease in plasma filtration, again, the leaky capillary walls. This fact confirms the positive role of diosmin with hesperidin. We have both on tissue microcirculation. I'll skip ahead here because I think we have some probably on butcher's broom next. No, more on diosmin. Let's see. Here we go. Butcher's broom. It was used as a food and a medicinal agent for treatment of heavy legs. That's going back to the Middle Ages. Then here, butcher's broom rhizomes is traditionally used as a vascular preventive and tonic in preparations for disorders involving the venous system, including venous fragility and varicose veins.
Wow.
The beneficial effect of butcher's broom has been well established for centuries in the pharmacopoeia of the Mediterranean countries. It's now clinically established by its scientifically proven pharmacodynamic properties and clinical actions. That's the kind of language you expect for a well-established medicine or drug. This is not a drug, but it's been scientifically tested. Our meta-analysis has demonstrated that based on high-quality evidence, butcher's broom extracts are highly effective in reducing objectively measured swelling, edema, ankle circumference and leg foot volume, symptoms including leg discomfort, heaviness, feeling of swelling, fatigue, cramps, pruritus, which is sort of an itchiness, and tingling, paresthesia, numbness, but also global symptoms and the total number of venous symptoms in patients with circulatory issues. So basically, you could say the same thing about diosmin. You could say the same thing about horse chestnut, and we'll just quickly skip ahead. Oh, there's more on butcher's broom. As you can see, there's just hundreds of quotes here.
We could talk for an hour about each one of these today's specials. Honestly, there's so much info.
And here's horse chestnut has been the subject of a number of quality clinical reviews, many of which have been double-blind, placebo-controlled trials. That's the gold standard. Other review papers on clinical studies have shown horse chestnut extract to be a real alternative in the treatment of patients with mild to moderate venous insufficiency, and systematic literature analysis evaluating clinical trials involving a total of 10,725 patients showed benefits in leg volume, ankle and calf circumference, edema, pain, sensation of tension, swelling, leg fatigue, heaviness, calf cramps, and itching. Again, basically, you could say the same about diosmin, horse chestnut, butcher's broom. You could take your pick, but you don't have to. They're all three in this product.
Amazing.
It's not a drug. It's not a medicine. These are natural ingredients that exert a natural effect on a natural process, an unpleasant process, but a natural process. So it's worth a try, 30-day money-back guarantee. It's probably one of my quickest acting products. You can notice a difference within a matter of days.
There you go. I know we're almost out of time in this presentation. I would love to invite you to try it if you have not. You'll be so glad you did. It's the greatest gift you give yourself. And that's the key, because you will notice and see the difference. The only thing you're deciding right now is which size you'd like us to send you. All you're going to do is make your first flex payment. If you go with the largest one, and remember, you have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Get it home, try it. If you don't love it, you may return it. Let me just point out, however, this is not only one of Andrew's top-selling products of all time, it is one of the lowest return products. In fact, Andrew's entire line of products is the lowest, has the lowest return rate here at HSN. People keep them. People love them, they use them, they keep them, they become big customer picks on hsn.com. So if you're ordering, thank you. I do appreciate your patience. It's been a busy phone room. If you are waiting to speak with a representative, we promise to get somebody with you shortly. Otherwise, head to hsn.com and we will get you all hooked up with that fabulous circulation and vein support today's special. Now, as promised, there are 3 today's specials that we're gonna be sharing with all of you. And coming up next, this is one of my absolute favorite Andrew Lessman products. I think a lot of you feel the same way as we do at our house. This is the Turmeric 400 high potency, 95% curcuminoids. And I have to say, it's once a year we do a value like you are going to see. You choose a 30, a 60, a 120, a 240, or a 360 size. Check it out. Right now for $99, we will send you 360 capsules of this amazing product that has the turmeric root extract. You know, there's decades, probably hundreds of years, people have been using turmeric. But you have to understand, this is the standardized turmeric root extract. Andrew's gonna explain to us the difference. But in a nutshell, there are so many health benefits. Read a little bit about turmeric and you will want to be taking it, along with how soothing it is for the joints. And I think that's the #1 reason a lot of people go to turmeric and start taking it, is for joint health. But the health benefits for your liver, for the cleansing properties for your liver, for the delicate tissues in your brain, for your digestive system. I mean, there's so many marvelous benefits to taking this wonderful product. I love it, Andrew. I think people, when you read the reviews, people feel the same same way I do. And there's so much to talk about here. But once a year, we make this your best value, your today's special. But have you noticed, as I think a lot of us have noticed, the talk, the chatter, the buzz about turmeric these days? I think a couple years ago, before you really started educating everybody about it, you didn't hear as much about it. And now it seems like every time I look at a magazine or a health journal or I'm watching TV, somebody is talking about the importance of taking a turmeric supplement.
I've been talking about turmeric for probably almost 20 years,
right?
But not that many people are listening to me, unfortunately. And now finally it's been picked up by all the typical magazines and newspapers and on television, things like that. We start hearing more and more chatter, as you were saying, about turmeric and its benefits. And turmeric is an incredibly beneficial, it's a spice, incredibly beneficial food. It contains perhaps among the highest concentrations of the most beneficial protective compounds, these curcuminoids. Unfortunately, turmeric spice has about 1 to 3% of these curcuminoids, the beneficial compounds. My product contains about 95%.
Wow.
But that's really not the end of the story, because even at 95%, if we then didn't do something else, those curcuminoids wouldn't be available, wouldn't be absorbable. What we do is we basically take a page out of the Asian or Indian cookbook and we complex our curcuminoids with fat. A fat we select very specifically. It's called phosphatidylcholine, PC. We have a product that's PC, that's phosphatidylcholine. It's the principal phospholipid in the brain, the principal phospholipid in the liver, two of the targets of turmeric and their curcuminoids. So our product, by adding and complexing it, and it's a fairly complicated process to complex the curcuminoids with the phosphatidylcholine, but when we do so, it increases the absorption of those curcuminoids by not a little bit, not by 50% or 100%, which would actually be a lot. 100% would be doubling it.
Yeah.
It's by 3,000%,
wow.
by 30-fold. So again, when it comes to turmeric spice, there are low levels of curcuminoids. In fact, where did I put it? At our house, we make our own turmeric spice. And our turmeric spice has about 20, 30 times the curcuminoids of regular turmeric spice. I think the general opinion of everyone is that we need to make this available to everyone else.
I was going to say, can I get that? Can we order that?
So because, again, typical turmeric is about 1 to 3% that you buy in a store, at most 3%. Ours in that we have here, the one we made here, is over 20%. So, but that's again, what's great about cooking with turmeric is when you cook with turmeric, you naturally complex those curcuminoids with fat.
Right.
That is exactly what we do with our product to overcome the inherent lack of absorbability of those curcuminoids. They're great for your digestive system. They're very protective for the digestive system. But if you want them to get into your circulation, if you want them to be delivered to other tissues in your body, you have to overcome that inherent lack of absorption. The best, the most natural, the smartest way to do that is by naturally complexing them with fat. So effectively, we sort of cook them at a very low temperature with fat, and that resulting complex of curcuminoids with phosphatidylcholine makes them 3,000% more absorbable. I even have a chart that just talks about this.
You know what I'd love to
here.
do? I'm going to open one and show everybody what this looks like inside. You can actually almost see and feel the little bit of fattiness that you're discussing. And that is critical. And I would venture to bet that a lot of the people manufacturing turmeric supplements are not going to the extra effort of coupling it with that PC, the phosphatidylcholine, to get you better absorption. And that's where you get the benefits. Because if we're not absorbing it, we're not going to get the health benefits from it. Right, Andrew?
And what most companies will do if they do anything, a lot of companies do nothing at all. You're just left with ordinary turmeric spice with curcuminoids in it that can't be absorbed. What a lot of companies do will add black pepper spice. By adding a small amount of black pepper spice, which again can be irritating, not my first choice. It also can affect the metabolism of certain drugs, the absorption of certain drugs. Again, not a great reason for using it. We find the smartest way, the most natural way to take advantage of curcuminoids' properties and to absorb them naturally is by naturally complexing with fat. Again, as I like to say, just taking a page out of the Indian cookbook. That's how they make sure to derive the benefits of those curcuminoids when they naturally cook with them.
Wow.
And as you look at this chart here, and even the granules there, because normally, as we know, curcumin is a very free-flowing powder. The granules that Colleen just showed on the counter there were a little sticky, and they're a little sticky precisely because they've been complexed with that phospholipid, the most important phospholipid in your brain, the most important phospholipid in your liver. That's what we do to ensure you get the benefits of curcumin, of the curcuminoids in the turmeric. Otherwise, it's a great spice, but if you treat turmeric like a spice, you're not, and you're putting it in a dietary supplement, you're not going to be assured. In fact, you're going to be assured of not getting its benefits because, again, it's inherently not absorbable unless you recognize that fact and do something about it.
There we go. I do want to point out, Aunt Pat was just letting me know that the largest one is outselling all the other sizes in this particular today's special choice, 5-to-1. This is the #1 choice by far. In fact, there's only about 4,000 left. That's what we have in stock, ready until we move. Andrew hopefully can add more later today because you're going to need to. Andrew, these are good. The large one will be gone, but if you order it now, we have it in stock, ready to go. Otherwise, it's going to take a couple extra days. But the beauty of this, when you buy an Andrew Lessman vitamin, this is not something that's sitting on a shelf for weeks or months or years, right? A lot of times you don't know how long that thing has been, that jar has been sitting on a shelf somewhere collecting dust. This is fresh off the press. These are all manufactured right here in America with solar energy, and they are fresh and ready to be delivered to you. And I just wanted you to know about the big one. If you do want that largest one, that is flying out of here for $99.90, no wonder. I mean, you're saving $100 with the free shipping and handling, so this is the perfect day to buy it. But isn't that true, Andrew? I mean, I wonder how many vitamin supplements or how many things in general that we buy that are freshly made like that, right? That aren't sitting around for months or years, or right? I mean, I think that's the beauty of this. These are products that are ready, you know, probably what, I don't know, a couple months? How long does it take to manufacture this many of a product like this?
You might be surprised. First of all, the 360 count is only done for today's special.
Right.
Normally, our large size here is the 240 count.
Okay.
So that's where you get even more savings, even more economy with the 360 count. But I would say all of the today's specials that we're talking about here today, we hadn't started the production of any of them 60 days ago.
Wow.
They didn't exist at all. Because remember, we were still busy with our production for our January shows. So when it comes to the products here, and I say this kind of joking, my company has been built around this what they call just-in-time production. For us, it's really last-second production. So when we make products for HSN, we're making products usually within a matter of a couple of weeks of the show. And especially for today's specials, there's ample proof of that because it's a special configuration that doesn't even exist, or a special formula that doesn't even exist. So normally with sales and events, people are clearing out inventory that's existed forever. It probably takes more time for a product to get through a large contract manufacturer and to the distributor and to the company selling it. Right. Again, we make everything ourselves, and then get to a warehouse and then to a retail store. Probably takes more time to go through just a couple of those steps than this product has to get to your house.
Good point.
So I would say the average product is arriving at your door less than 3 weeks after it was completed.
That's incredible.
I would say certainly less than a month. So it's kind of like fresh produce at your supermarket.
That's just what I was thinking about. That is so amazing. If you do want, I love that you reminded us that this is the Today Special. This is the one-day offer. This size goes away. We only carry it up to a 240. So this is your one chance. There's a few thousand left before, again, Andrew's we'll have to go into more of an advanced order, take a few extra days to manufacture. So if you want the big one, I would order that now if you're thinking about it at $99.90. That are all here for you. It's truly a wonderful product. And you know, as much as we, you know, if you like curry, if you like Indian food, we all love the idea of, you know, eating those healthy spices, but this is a whole different ball game, right? I mean, when we're talking about 95% as opposed to a couple percent when we're talking about the benefits in the actual spice we use when we're cooking our food, right?
Yeah, for 1 or 2% versus 95%. And what I want to point out, the normal price on the 120 count is $79.90. For $20 more today, you're getting the 360 count.
Wow.
So it's great savings. And I mean, we use turmeric, and this is really thanks to Muriel. I told her how important it was. She took the ball and ran with it. So we use turmeric more than we use salt, more than we use pepper, more than we use garlic, more than we use paprika.
Wow.
It really has become our go-to spice. And that's why I thought, because we use it so much, I wanted to make a version that was more enhanced in terms of a spice. But I would recommend beyond this product that turmeric really become one of the staple spices in your home. It's not something that's going to challenge your stomach the way garlic or pepper might. It's not something that's going to challenge your blood pressure the way salt might. So it really is a wonderfully protective spice to get in the habit of using, as they do in Asia. But then again, remember that a typical spice is only 1 or 2% curcuminoids, 1 or 2% beneficial. Yes, when you cook with it, you complex it with fat, which is great. You make it absorbable. But then my turmeric, the standardized extract I use, is 95%. And then when you add to that 95%, the fact that we enhance its absorption by that cooking process, a natural cool cooking process, so you absorb 3,000% more than you would otherwise. Now that's the perfect turmeric supplement.
Here we go. I'm going to show you guys one more time. I'm so happy you found us on a Sunday afternoon. I know we get a lot of people coming in, channel surfing around, and I'm glad you're discovering the second of 2 today's specials. If you missed the first one, we are going to catch you up because there are 3 amazing today's specials that only happen one time a year. Here's your turmeric choices one more time: 30, 60, 120, 240, and the ever popular, this is outselling other sizes 5 to 1, the ever popular 360. If you take 1 a day, that's going to be a year's supply. I actually take 2 a day of this. We love this product at our house. If you read a little bit about turmeric and all the marvelous health benefits, you know, Andrew, my husband's doctor recommended that he start taking turmeric for his joints. So that's where I think a lot of people first think about the benefits of turmeric. It might be for that soothing quality that it brings to your joints. And it happens to have all these other great health benefits as well.
You read my mind because I was busy talking about how turmeric isn't well absorbed and how something needs to be done, and I really didn't speak to the benefits. I think top on the list for most folks is its soothing benefits on the joints, followed by detoxifying benefits for the liver and digestive system, soothing benefits for the digestive system, surprising for a spice that it's soothing on the digestive system, and then its protective benefits for the brain. But when we look at the joints, where turmeric really is at its very best, if you look at the chemistry or the biochemistry of some of these ingredients that we take for our joints, these medicines that we take of our joints, and we look at the natural chemistry of turmeric, it shares some of the same biochemical pathways. So turmeric is, again, one of Mother Nature's incredible tools that if we take advantage of it, it really, our body knows what to do with turmeric when we deliver it to the joints and to the other systems in our body that could benefit from it. So again, turmeric is a remarkable ingredient. It has to be delivered properly or the benefits aren't going to be experienced at all. And that's what, again, when you read the reviews on this product, that is one of the most frequent issues you encounter, is that other folks tried other turmeric, didn't deliver benefits till they tried this one.
There we go. I know we are just about out of time for now. I'm thanking all of you for using express ordering. We are extremely busy taking your calls. You're choosing the size. You're making one little flex payment right now. You have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Everything is free shipping and handling. The reviews are outstanding on this product. The majority of the reviews are perfect 5-star. So if you have a minute, you can go read some of the reviews. People adore it. Once you discover it, you will not want to buy another turmeric product, and you won't want to be without this in your vitamin regimen. So Pat tells me that this is the large one. I'm sure, lucky for us, Andrew's the manufacturer, because anything else we sell at HSN, when you sell something out, we're out of luck, right? Where Andrew's the manufacturer, he can make a phone call and they can get into production, start making extras for us, for anybody, because he really likes his today's specials to last the entire day. The largest one is by far the most popular. To your point, Andrew, I mean, for $99.90, and I know we have to wrap this up, but I just want to remind everybody, if you look at what we normally do here, I mean, usually the 120 is $79. So for a little bit extra here, $20 extra, you are getting triple the amount. We're tripling it for $20. That is an incredible value that we get to experience today on that 360. So if that's where you have your eye, be sure to order yours now. And again, I appreciate that you're using express ordering. That's going to be the quickest way to get in. So, okay, are we going to scoot along to the third one? Whee! 3 today's specials in one visit, which is so much fun. And we're going to talk now about another product that people are obsessed with. Why? Because if you have joint issues, the Glucosamine 1500 1200, chondroitin 1200 is remarkable. One of the things I want to point out right out of the gate here, and Andrew's going to talk all about the difference between glucosamine sulfate and glucosamine hydrochloride, because there is a huge difference in the benefits, and Andrew, of course, would only use the finest glucosamine sulfate product available, and that's why this is so different than a lot of the other glucosamine products out there that aren't using the right glucosamine that's followed by the research. I want to show you what the choices are real quick, because for the today's special, check it out. We're doing a 900 count. We only do that once a year. For the today's special, it's only $119.90 for 900 capsules. We have 600 capsules for only, wow, $89.90, and then 300 for $54.90, or 150 coming in at $29.90. So it's the best deal of the year, best value of the year. If you're taking it, we all wait for this day to stock up. If you haven't tried it yet, I would hope that you would try it. But Andrew, I told you the story about my mother-in-law who was taking another glucosamine product. She said, doesn't work. Doesn't work, it's not helping, I'm not noticing a difference. And I told her, I said, I'm gonna send you Andrew's product. I want you to try this. And I think she was buying something that's maybe a little less expensive. I think she bought it at the grocery store. Anyway, she started taking your product and it worked. She's like, oh my gosh, this works. And she was noticing a difference in her joints. So I would only say it's critically important. That's why we love that you educate us, because a lot of people have no idea that not all glucosamine is created equal, right?
And unfortunately, when it comes to the products we see in supermarkets, discount stores, I'd say not just the substantial majority, but probably close to 90% of the glucosamine used is glucosamine hydrochloride, which is a form that doesn't deliver the benefits. What's really sad is when I look at products for pets, and it sounds, listen to me, I'm talking about pets being more important, that when I look at products for our dogs, that probably almost 100% of them are glucosamine hydrochloride. What's ironic is the original research on glucosamine was with animals, and they used glucosamine sulfate. And here we are, when we start selling it to them, we use the cheap form. So whether it's for humans, whether it's for animals, the science is glucosamine sulfate. And I'll read you some quotes from the science so you don't have to take my word for it. The reason why my product works is simply because it's different. That the science is compelling, exciting, inspiring when it comes to glucosamine and chondroitin. But if you violate the science, there's no excitement because there's no benefits. But sadly, I think most of the products on the market are made just to sell and generate a profit. So they use a cheap form of glucosamine that doesn't have the benefits, but looks the same. It's glucosamine. So most people don't know that it's glucosamine HCl sulfate. What's great if you read my reviews, and what's exciting for me is that it shows that folks are now paying attention, that it's not just what they put on the front of the label. You need to read the fine print on the back of the label and know the actual chemical form, because that determines your opportunity for benefit. Same with turmeric. You need to know that there is something being done with that product to ensure its availability, or you're wasting your money. So again, if we look just at some basic science here, and these, again, are quotes directly out of clinical studies or publications. This is from a medical journal, the Journal of Family Practice. A combination of glucosamine and chondroitin should be considered viable first-line joint support nutrients. I couldn't say it any better. Be sure to tell, and mind you, this is a journal for doctors. Be sure to tell your patients to purchase glucosamine sulfate, not glucosamine hydrochloride.
How about that?
From the American Family Physician, another esteemed journal, unlike many supplements that reach the market completely untested in clinical trials, glucosamine has been the subject of considerable research. Glucosamine is available in multiple forms. The most common are glucosamine hydrochloride and glucosamine sulfate. And from current concept, glucosamine sulfate is one of the most studied dietary supplements available today. In the last 30 years, many trials, and we're talking about thousands of trials, many trials have been conducted and published on the effects of glucosamine on the signs and symptoms of normal age-related changes in joint comfort and function. The hydrochloride salt of glucosamine is a common glucosamine product, yet it has received relatively little attention from researchers. Why? Because it doesn't work. Again, a combination of glucosamine and chondroitin should be considered viable first line. That was a repeat of the last chart. From European Journal of Physical and Rehabilitation Medicine, in cases of articular cartilage damage or less serious joint pathologies of traumatic origin, again, we're not talking about a drug here, it has been observed that the combination of glucosamine sulfate and chondroitin sulfate can significantly reduce discomfort and improve joint function. This is achieved by improving cartilage metabolism and acting as a protective action, so preventing any worsening. And we have, again, dozens of charts that talk about the structural role that glucosamine and chondroitin play in our joint tissue. But it can only play that role if it's delivered in its proper form. If it is not, your body can't use it and you won't experience any benefits.
I love it. And we are getting the optimum potency. That's the greatest thing about buying Andrew's products, guys. You're going to see and feel the results. This is a feel the difference product when you take it. One thing I want to point out, we do this one time a year. Remember, it's a third today's special. The largest one we do not normally carry. 600 caps, just for the record here, a 600 count is normally $149. So for $30 less, you're getting an extra 300 capsules. $30 less than the regular price, you're getting an additional 300 capsules of the world's absolute finest glucosamine and chondroitin product, and that's the bottom line. I mean, this is the best value we offer on the product. The product also evolves over the years. That's the other thing that we love about Andrew. Not only does he follow the research, and if he learns, you know, whatever he learns new about a product or ingredient, he will advance that product for us, so we are getting the maximum benefits. And this is optimal, right? I mean, this is the optimum potency to get the maximum benefits with the finest ingredient, the proper glucosamine, right? The finest chondroitin. I mean, that's why it's exciting, because we know that when you create a product for us, we expect the results. And you get them and you deliver those results, and that's what makes it exciting. I think that's why people take the time to leave the thousands of reviews, because they're thrilled that this is not just pie in the sky. This is something where if your joints are bothering you, and you know if they are, if your joints are unhappy, you're unhappy. It could be your knees, your hips, it could be your elbow, your shoulder, your neck, your back. I mean, if you have joint issues, this is essential, right? I mean, this is essential for the good health, the maintenance, and the good health of our joints. Right, Andrew?
Just as we respect the role that calcium plays in our bones because we know of its structural role, it's the same exact thing with glucosamine and chondroitin. And as you said, this is the perfect balance when you look at the research. And also, it's interesting that you really have to know what you're doing in a product like this, because when it comes to glucosamine, 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine is really 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate. So I would imagine, I'm not sure what they do with glucosamine hydrochloride. Do they just deliver 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine hydrochloride or somehow less? I don't understand. But the science is 1,500 milligrams of glucosamine, which translates to 2,000 milligrams of glucosamine sulfate. In fact, the science on chondroitin is a little different. It's 1,200 milligrams of the complex of chondroitin sulfate. What's interesting about our chondroitin sulfate, typical chondroitin sulfate is what's called the sodium salt. Because all of these molecules are mineral salts. So it's the sodium salt, which for anybody watching their blood pressure, I have great blood pressure, but I don't try to take in additional sodium. So I think sodium has no place in a joint health product. So we use calcium chondroitin sulfate. So you get a little bonus of calcium, and you don't have to worry about sodium. So the more you learn about how we make products, the more you will appreciate how differently we go about it. Also, these are ingredients that could be difficult on your stomach. That's why tablets are just out of the question. You're swallowing rocks when you make tablets out of these ingredients. So again, ours is an ultra-fine powder, incredibly easy to absorb, will never upset your stomach, will not be hard to swallow. So it's everything we do to deliver benefits to you ensures that you're not going to have a problem with the product. And most supplements, hate to say it, cause problems.
Yeah.
They're not really easy to enjoy.
And I was just informed by Pat, our producer, all we have left in stock of this large 900 count is 2,000. That's what presently is in stock available. Just want to let you know, it's flying out the door. And that's a lot of capsules. I mean, this is 900 capsules of the world's finest joint product right there. Boom. And easy to swallow, will not upset your stomach, and I'm telling you, you're going to feel the results. You're gonna feel the difference when you take it. I've been taking Andrew's glucosamine chondroitin since Andrew's met at HSN, and that's, I think, 25, 26 years. I mean, from the very beginning, when you started manufacturing this, I started taking it because I have back issues, and it's just done a world of good. And you know, if you're taking it, you know the difference it makes in your life and in your health and in your joint health. So it's for maintenance of your joints. It helps to repair your joints. So that's the beauty of it. You're giving, again, your body what it needs. Now, Andrew, we manufacture a little glucosamine, right? But then I would assume as we get older, we're not our bodies aren't making much glucosamine.
Well, our body has to be able to make some glucosamine, some chondroitin, because we basically get none from our diet. But as we get older, our body's ability to manufacture glucosamine and chondroitin, but even better, if you simply look at the science, if you deliver glucosamine and chondroitin orally to your body incorporates it into joint structure. So even as we get older, our body just needs all the help it can get to support and repair and regenerate these tissues. And that's one thing the science has shown crystal clear, that when you deliver glucosamine and chondroitin, it can and will be incorporated into the tissues that need it, and thereby improve the body's ability to regenerate and maintain those tissues and counteract the normal degeneration. Degeneration, wearing out of our joint tissue, is a normal, natural process. Not a happy process, but it is a normal, natural process. It's called aging. So to the extent we deliver the raw material necessary to maintain and regenerate those tissues naturally, we can sort of stem that tide of aging that is also uncomfortable. And the research and science on this is so exciting, so compelling, but it has to be delivered properly. All you're going to be is disappointed in your glucosamine product.
Yeah, and that's the best part about this. When we talk, Andrew thinks